surroundings, and it's just changed my life for the better, honestly. The habit the habits that have improved our lives and truly changed our lifestyles. I think the one that we should speak about, which I think all three of us resonate with a lot and has helped us, is meditation. It's truly very underrated, right? And at our age, on this is, I think, out of everything, people work out, people read, people journal, people whatever we spoke about, people do all of that stuff. But meditating, there are like that 0.001% of people that meditate at our age, at least, that I know of. मेडिटेशन भाई क्यों पागल है क्या इतना टाइम नहीं है दिस इज व्हाट आई हर्ड राइट और क्यों करता है उसमें क्या है भाई वो सब इट्स नॉट साइंस लाइक इट्स नॉनसेंस दैट्स व्हाट पीपल से सो लाइक personally I'd like to speak last, but like what about you all, like personally how has meditation improved your lives?
It has made me much more calmer. It, okay, so I was now that I can't put this very that
I
Joe
love
Rogan wala
it.
podcast I'm speaking.
Okay,
about.
okay.
So the first day
Oh, I
you
got it.
sit
Huh.
to meditate, you will have thousands of thoughts running across your mind every millisecond. But don't give up sitting. You let those thoughts come to you and pass through you. Don't try to silence them. First in yoga, 70 it doesn't work. 21 days it doesn't work. Maybe 2 months later, you will sit there and have no thoughts. You will be there completely in the present. You will feel those breaths that you take during meditation. It feels like it
Just
just makes you
her-
be in this
yeah.
present.
What about you,
Makes
Apurv?
you calmer. I think meditation helped me actually. This is a very weird example, but like meditation also helped me be more precise in my speech.
Really?
Yeah, it did.
Damn, I never
It
heard
made
that.
me because I don't have stage fright, but yeah, I get nervous when I speak sometimes.
You get nervous when
I
you
get
speak?
nervous when I speak, and it's during presentations and all. And then I remember ki, this is not supposed to be a defining moment of my life. I just need to steady my nerves. I just need to calm myself. Just breathe. I do this box breathing, if you know. There's 4 inhale, then 4 pause, and then 4 seconds exhale, and that like calms me down. And I was like, then I can like proceed with my whatever I want to say. And meditation in general, bro, I feel like the time you spend meditating, the return on investment is like 10 times higher. Like meditation has so many benefits. Like you can check out like कितना science है इसके पीछे, and like people still
It's like
don't.
people don't believe it. Like they're like
Yeah.
कुछ भी दिखाते हैं types. Like personally, as you said, that's a very good example. I've never thought of it. Personally, I think it's also. I think you spoke about focus, right? How it helps you focus. Helped me focus better. So the thing is, I started meditating when I was in 10th before my boards. So I was very like nervous and all because मेरे को लगता था कि भाई पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है. Very distracted types. नहीं होती पढ़ाई. So I went to this course like a bit for like 2-3 days where there was a meditation related course. So I went to the mindset thinking यार कुछ भी बकवास सिखाएंगे and just sit and do time pass for 2 days time pass and I'll come back. That was the mindset. But in those 2 days I started to see, because that was the first time I meditated, right? I just sat down and I was a very restless kid. Like I always wanted to do something and I couldn't just sit in one place and just be present. So I just sat and I closed my eyes and I realized that so as soon as they said keep your eyes closed until we say open it, just keep it closed. And I opened my eyes in like 5 seconds because I was like, bhai, why should I listen? And I saw everyone around me sitting, okay, just present in the moment, just closing their eyes and just there. And I realized that okay, let's give it a try. So I just sat back down and I just closed my eyes. And in those 2 days, I realized that those 2 days felt like 20 years for me because I had never really experienced every second, if that makes sense, before that. Time used to just go for me, like a day used to just pass by. But I realized how slow a second is after those 2 days. In those moments, I used to sit and they said, okay, now we're going to be meditating for 15 minutes. I kid you not, that 15 minutes, I used to think 15 minutes is that long. Like, how long is it? And that 15 minutes, which it felt so long, then it just started to get slow, faster and faster as time passed by. And now when I meditate for 15 minutes, it feels like 1 minute. And I kid you not, that is what happens. Like you reach a stage where you're just present in that moment. And so initially, there were a lot of thoughts in my brain while meditating. I could not concentrate. So meditation for me usually is mindful meditation, where I focus on my breathing. That's one. Or the other one is I focus on a single thought. So I just focus on that thought and I don't let my mind stray and move around different things. Just focus on that singular thing and close your eyes and breathe. Right. Initially, I should not be able to do that. I should think of multiple things. Nothing, not a single thought used to be in my mind. There should be all of these things going around in my day and just in my mind going around. But as time passed by now, if I want to think about just one thing, suppose I'm thinking about just the podcast, for example, I can think about just the podcast for 30 minutes in a row by closing my eyes. Like that's the stage I've reached right now. And that focus span, that attention span that I didn't have before, which I agree was like 3 seconds. I couldn't sit in one place. I just phone kidhar hai, de wapas types. Can't just sit in one place. That's improved tremendously. And I kid you not, guys, meditation has so many benefits to life. Like you become so much more conscious about your surroundings and yourself, right? You just the reason why this is something I tell people also. I think the reason why I started thinking the way I do right now is like in such a different manner as the three of us think, right? Our brains work and we're so curious and we're so aware and conscious. I think that's, for me personally, it started because I was meditating. And when I started meditating, I think my brain opened up this different version of itself where it became so much more conscious and aware of myself and my surroundings. And it's just changed my life for the better, honestly, And I think people should start meditating because it will take them on this journey that, and guys, I'm the last person to say like things like if something didn't work, I'll be the last person to say that arey chalta hai, like meditate karo, prayer karo, if it's not worked for me. But personally it has worked for me, so I would truly recommend everyone to meditate.
When you said that 1 second, this is how slow a second is. It reminded me of this concept of stillness, like this idea when you're journaling also. You have this, when you're just writing thoughts on paper, that therapeutic feeling, it's like so nice, but it's also so still. You just completely present in that moment. Like have you heard of this term called flow? So if you guys have heard about, when athletes get in the zone and all, right? There's nothing but the
Zen.
Yeah, the Zen. So when you meditate and all, you get into that still feeling. It doesn't matter piche construction chal raha hai, kya chal raha hai. What matters is what is right in front of you and what you want to do with it. Like that is something which is beautiful.
I think the true state of being.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't believe you said the same word. Yeah, true state of being in the moment. Just it's insane, like guys, and there's so many benefits to it. Right, honestly, it's crazy.
Meditation is
Too good. Okay, so also this thing like meditation, as you said, time passing. I feel that, and I've seen some of my friends, मैंने इतना meditate किया. I've did 20 minutes, 15 minutes. It's not about that.
Yeah.
I feel a lot, and using app. Do you use an app for meditation?
I do.
I used to, but not anymore.
I do it. This is an app called Medito. This is a guided meditation app. And there's a Headspace bhi available.
Headspace, but then they got the paid thing.
Yeah.
So earlier, as you said, I started with the guided meditation and stuff. After that, I used to just sit there because I don't even want that. I just want to be there.
Same. I think I went from guided to just music to nothing. And it was initially I needed someone to be there with me. Otherwise, I used to not do it at all. So guided meditation is definitely how I would recommend to start, because if you start meditating by just closing your eyes and not having anything, you will get distracted in 2 minutes and you'll leave meditation. You'll not continue it. So definitely start with guided, I would recommend. Then from guided, maybe move to just music, soft music, flute music, and then maybe move to the advanced version where you're not having anything, which is very difficult, even for me. So I think we've covered a lot. I think it's been an hour.
It's been an hour. We thought 30 minutes already.
Today was very therapeutic for us, I think,
Beautiful, man. I mean,
It was very calm.
it was a
talking with
very
you guys, it makes my day, honestly. It's like, it's too good.
Today's session, I think it was a therapy session for us, more like a podcast, And I think it started off by giving a lot of gyan, but then we just went into this zone of, we went into this meditative state as we started talking about meditation. That three of us, like if you saw Rajveer also initially, I saw him, he was sitting like this, like when we were talking about the habits and stuff, but as we went to meditation, he just put his bag back and he just went into the state of yeah.
And you're in this one.
So like if talking about it does this, imagine guys doing it and just
for sure.
beneficial.